Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game between Blackmaster, who is our newbie noob on this side, and Iron Force 1, which is the guy we're actually playing now. They both are members, as you can see, of the same team. But this guy sent me his games, and yeah, I'm just going to review them. So it's kind of a games from viewers type of thing that I have on my main channel, of course, for League of Legends. And here we're going to do it for StarCraft 2. We are going to see what's happening, and well, I don't know. We will see. We will see what happens. So it is a Protoss versus Terran. Apparently, Mr. Ayur here plays a lot of races because he sent me 3 games playing 2 different races, both Terran and Protoss. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the others as well. So anyhow, we're going out. We're going to build a gateway, I'm assuming. Yeah, and I don't know why it's lagging. Well, it is kind of an older replay, as in it was made like 2 weeks ago, and there is an update in between. And the Blizzard launcher is notoriously bad at playing, well, older replays. So we do have an SCV going out a little bit earlier than normal. Normally people send out their barracks SCV, but I guess he wanted to get the scout in a little bit earlier. Let's see if he actually knows where his opponent is. It seems to be a 2-player map, but I'm not actually sure about that. So yeah, he is indeed going to go straight towards this base. So it is indeed a 2-player map. So we are still producing some probes. Probes, of course, are very important in that early game, and we are going to have the opportunity here to okay, that is interesting, to make a zealot, but we're not taking that opportunity, which is cool. Okay, we're now going to make a zealot. I'm not sure if that was going to come out before this upgrade is finishing, because you need to have your gateway clear the moment this upgrade finishes. And it will be close, so it is okay. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you have a few seconds of well, of downtime basically, and it's indeed about 6 seconds. So if you could start that 6 seconds earlier, it would have timed out perfectly, assuming that he does have the minerals and such available. And well, still not producing a stalker. The SCV is still running around in the base. Yeah, there's no stalker coming out. Okay, so we are producing another pylon here, and we did send our zealot here somewhere. It is over... no, it's a red dot. I don't know where it is. It doesn't seem to be here. Anyway, he did produce the mothership core there. And yeah, that is cool. The mothership core, of course, are really great against the SCVs because it flies and they can't fight back against that. Plus, it's relatively fast, so you can actually use it to scout, you can use it to harass, you can use it to do all kinds of different things. So, yeah, there's the first stalker coming out. I don't know where the zealot went, so we're going to see if he actually produced it. It seems he cancelled it, or he lost it. That could be it as well. No units killed, so he cancelled the zealot and yeah, just substituted it for a stalker, I guess. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day, because normally people do realize that, well, that zealot is going to come in handy at some point, and well, cancelling it just gives you less minerals. Well, maybe, I don't know, if you cancel, I believe that you lose a few minerals as well. But it doesn't really matter, because that was not the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make, and we are going to go up 1 versus 5 here. That is not very wise. No, run back! Run to your base! At least a little bit. Until the shields come back up. Well, yeah. The point I was trying to make is, if you invest 100 minerals there in the queue, then you're not going to get the minerals when you need them for other structures and such. So you basically invest 100 minerals and then are not going to use them. So you have them reserved for something that's not going to be used. It's like yeah, it's like building a building all the way across the map by not first running your SCV or at least worker there, but immediately clicking the building as in that's the building I want to build. And then if you do that with the command center, you can you lose 400 minerals straight off. So the moment you select the building location, basically, you lose the minerals from your bank, and well, they will not be available for other things. So if you then decide to cancel it, or well, even if you do build it, you do have quite some time, or you can have quite some time, where you don't have minerals for other stuff, basically. Anyhow, we do stack up some probes here. I guess that is the way it goes if you get supply blocked, because it's kind of an automated reaction for most people to just keep spamming those keys for building probes. And of course that is not too bad. I mean, it's 50 minerals per nexus. The fact that that he's using his chrono boost is way more important than the fact that he has two probes stacked up in total. Yeah, that really doesn't matter too much. Anyway, we do have some army. It is kind of all over the place. Are these actual zealots, or are these... They seem to be really strange. So yeah, I'm going to assume they're zealots. I don't know whether they're special zealots or something like that, because they seem different from what we normally see. Anyhow, we have Colossus coming in here. The Colossus is going to harass. You know, the Colossus, not a very effective attack unit, as in on his own. And did he just fly across something? No. Yeah, he did fly across something. So he met some Marines there apparently, because he got shot down pretty hard. And wow, just so much harassment going down. Even though, as I said, the Colossus is not a very good harass unit. It is not very efficient at, well, it's very efficient at killing these guys, but not very efficient at handling, well, harassment as well as anything else. You know, he didn't meet anything else. Oh my god, that was the inventory, basically, the how many slots are occupied. I thought that was the health, that he just escaped at 1 HP, but yeah, I didn't realize that he was still at 100 to 100. So he did not meet any resistance there, and that explains why this drop went off so so nicely. So yeah, he did use, our Terran player here, use up one of the stims, and as you can see, took quite a bit of damage from that, because he doesn't have the medeffects available yet. So still not producing medeffects, it seems. Even though medeffects are like the #1 thing you want to build out of your starport. And are we going to get some Viking action here? Yes, we are going to get some Viking action here. And this is where it sucks to be a Colossus, because a Colossus, of course, will get chased down by these guys pretty easily. He is going to get out though. Very nicely done. Very lucky, I guess. The Vikings, of course, or the Terran player here made the mistake. He should have flown straight up to that medevac. Sorry, warp prism. Duh. He should have flown straight up to the warp prism and then started attacking. So that well, he just would have taken down this warp prism at least. I mean, it takes like 2 shots from all 3 of them together. So yeah, started attacking straight away, and on the Colossus, which is not the escape unit. I mean, the Colossus on itself was not going to get out, so he could have sniped both of those units, even though, oh wow, we are going to, yeah, take some damage from that missile launcher, because this is an air unit as well as, yeah, ground unit, I guess. So we are going to take out 1 extra worker here. The harassment is good. I'm not saying anything about that, because that is excellent at this moment. He just needs to have another attack going on this base, for example, or on this base, because he's just doing little bits of damage, and that is not the most effective way to do that, of course. Why are there pings going off on the minimap? Yeah, I don't have sound on because it would really disturb the recording. Then you would get all echoes in the sound, and that is no good. But I'm wondering why there are so many pings on the map. Never seen them in other matches. So yeah, we are going to get some extra SCVs. Relatively late reaction, but yeah, well, can't really expect people to be all over the map in the lower levels, of course. I mean, we expect nothing less, and there you go. That is how you do that. This time he came up with the group, sorry, the group of Vikings over here behind the warp prism and could easily snipe that. Letting the SCV live for another 1 second, or sorry, the Colossus live for another 1 or 2 seconds is not a big deal if you have a sure way to take it out afterwards. So coming in from a different angle basically gets you the kill for sure, and yeah, well, that was not the case in the first time, but this time he did it well. So we have a big army coming out here. That is, of course, the big ball here, but we only have a few medevacts, only 3 medevacts available. They do have plenty of energy, but they can only heal 3 guys at the time. Normally we see like 7 of them. I don't know the ratio anymore. It used to be something like 3 on 1, so for every 3 Marines or Marauders you would get 1 medevac. And wow, the stim pack doing so much damage, but with so little heals going on, he is not going to be very successful in healing that. So the charge is going to work for our zealots here. And are we going to be able to chase them down? At least a few of them go down. I don't know why he's not picking them up. He can pick up the low health ones with the medevacs, of course. And wow, we are going to stand on this ramp. Oh, this is gonna be painful for both of them. Another stim pack used. Look at how low everyone is. That's because he doesn't have the medevacs. Oh, and now, yeah, now we're just going to wipe out his base because there's nothing he can do. So even though he had a really big army, he didn't have the sustain in the army. And yeah, the zealots are all going to chase this down. They're going to wipe out this entire army, and yeah, sure, you're going to lose some of the zealots, but zealots are not the important part of the army here. It is the archons, as well as well, the other gateway units, the non-zealots, that are going to do well. And another thing going off over here. I guess there is something going on this time. There is a Dark Templar. Dark Templar, of course, cheese units. You generally want them if you're behind or if you're trying to be sneaky. But against Terran, it normally doesn't work out because, well, like this Terran, he has so much energy stored up. He can launch 2 mules at the same time now, or do 2 scans, and well, he has multiple of those. I mean, this one's almost full, and this one's also almost full. So yeah, there's that. You need to, of course, use the mules as soon as you get them. But as you can see, the Terran player not as experienced in spending his money as the Protoss player is. The Protoss player definitely doing a better job of spending his cash, and well, spending resources is your main thing. This Dark Shrine is a little bit too far forward, guys. It is really easy to snipe that, but of course the Terran player cannot really go too aggressive because, well, he's getting pushed back. And here we go. Are we going to get this done? Yeah, we are going to get this done. Nicely done. Yeah, the Dark Templar are of course expensive, but they work really well in these cases. So a nice drop going on over here, and he is going to get out. So some Marauders, and yeah, mostly Marauders. Normally we see a lot of Marines, and there's 1 Viking in here. Why wouldn't the Viking fly on its own? I don't know. I guess he just grabbed a whole bunch of units and hoped that that would all work out. So he tried to heal up his units, and he's now going to successfully heal up his units, but he needs way more medevacs. Medevacs are like the core of your army if you're going for Marines and Marauders, because otherwise if you do this, you're going to lose so much HP. This is so much damage, and your medavacs are not going to be able to do anything about that. And therefore, you lose like, I don't know, 20% of your army straight up. So just by stimming, you lose 20% of your army. And of course, yeah, the storm's now going off. And are we going to be able to? No, we're not going to be able to chase them down. Well, not all of them. Some of them will go down. But as you can see, the medevac, well, the one medevac that's there, two now. Yeah, that's not going to do enough. There's a drop over here, by the way. That's where the rest of the army went. But he's not unloading everything. Just unload everything, man. Well, it is indeed going to be a sort of base race for our Terran player. Because our Terran player is totally just pulling back his pulling his army forward instead of pulling back towards his own base. It's kind of funny to see, well, we are of course going to wipe out this base, wipe out everything that's here, because, well, this army is way bigger than what the Terran had. But the Terran, yeah, his sole mistake is not making medevacs, and you need to make medevacs, because medevacs are so important. They heal up your army. It's what makes that Terran ball so scary. If you can use your stim packs, and then it takes like 5 seconds to heal everyone back up, and that's why you have the 1 in 3 or thereabouts in ratio. Of course, the pros use a little bit of a different ratio than you should use as a normal player, because the pros use stim pack differently. And well, it's the medevac should be regarded not as a combat healer, but as a healer for the stim packs. So basically, what you want out of it is when you use the stim pack, you're going to lose I think 10 HP on each Marine and Marauder, and you're going to want to heal that as soon as possible. And well, kind of the trade-off between the amount of medevacs you need to have and the amount of time it takes, because the more medevacs you have, the shorter time it will take to heal up everyone. Yeah, that's about 1 in 3. So 1 medevac for every 3 Marines. And yeah, some of the pros use like 1 in 7. But this was like, I don't know, 1 in 20 or something like that. We're finally getting some medevacs out now. And this should actually work. This base is going to go down. He does have a little bit of a drop going off over here as well. But that is not going to be very successful. This one, however, did go very successfully. And as you can see, that's how easy it is. You just drop your units and you heal them with the medevacs. Because at this moment, this is about a 1 in 5, I believe. So there's about 5 units for every medevac. And you can see that it still has some trouble healing up, but it will heal it up eventually. The medevacs need to get out of there quickly. Oh, they're going to get out, no problem. There are no stalkers here. So the one, if I had to point out one mistake here for our Protoss player, it is way too many of these zealots. Zealots do not snipe the medevacs, so yeah. Since he's been dropping most of the game, you are way better off with well, you're always way better off with Stalkers. Stalkers are awesome. And wow, the drop comes in once again. I don't believe this Terran. How can he still be producing things if he doesn't expand? There are 3 bases up. Okay, this one is not really mining. This one is semi-mining, and this one is not mining at all, because, well, there are no minerals, there is no nexus. But yeah, how can they both be producing army at this point? Because, well, the Terran army is completely whittled down a few times already, but, well, he is still producing, as you can see. Well, now the production has stopped for both of them. And no, you need to group up. Ah, this is gonna suck. Anyway, way too many zealots here. The zealots are not very good at chasing down and killing the marauders. The stalkers are way better at that. And of course, the zealots will eventually do it if you have enough and your opponent uses too many stim packs. Oh my god, that was like 3 stim packs in a row. So the GG comes in. And I'm assuming red won this. Yeah, well, he did. Why do I even doubt this? I mean, there's really nothing left for the Terran player. Yeah, we can see here supply depots with supply drop. That is not good. You need to work that out. Those should never have to be used. Then, well, for the rest, yeah, make sure that you use your mules and, well, just build more medevacts. So, more medevacts needed here, more stalkers needed here, and for the rest, it was a pretty entertaining match. It was nice back and forth, and definitely some nice drops on both sides. So I hope you enjoyed. Not as high level as I normally do, but I will be doing some of these as well because I like them, and we can see so much of what happens if you kind of make these small mistakes, like not producing enough medevacts. You can see that your entire army just doesn't heal up after a stim. So you can run away with your army, but if the enemy army follows, you're still going to lose your army. So that's basically the problem that you have without medevacts. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, as I said, and I will see you next time. GG.